And for another thing again that I feel that make young men, approach women with caution is that we need our women to be more emotionally accountable. We need them to know that my emotions push me to make this silly decision. But like he said, sometimes they play the victim. Oh, yes. And when a woman is all hysterical with her emotions, the world is sympathetic. Yes. There was a social experiment one time when a woman was hitting a guy in a mall. Yes. She was hitting the guy, and nobody was like, what did you do? What did you do? Then they switched it. The guy was hitting the woman, and everybody came and started, dragging the guy. So it's natural that when a woman is screaming, people will come to her aid, So women need to be more emotionally accountable. I know that my emotions made me do this thing. My emotion, no man wants a woman who is just, she can be triggered off at any point in time. And the way it is nowadays, I'm not against feminism, but we have different versions of feminism.
They've hijacked it now.
Yes. Oh. So feminism is getting stronger, but women are getting weaker.
Yes.
I had a live interview with Robert Greene. Remember? Yes. So I asked him, I said, why is it that women, sometimes a man will just, switch up on her. Maybe they've been going along together and he just switches off on her and then she's heartbroken. And he was like, women used to know how to control men. In the olden days, you read the history books. But nowadays, this whole, trying to be strong is making women lose their true strength, which he said, if only they had an idea how powerful they are, So feminism is getting stronger, women are getting weaker. Feminism is not catering to the feminine woman.
Yes.
Every woman, that's why some women come and say, I'm a king.
Yes.
Why are you aspiring
to
be
the queen?
A king?
You have a place already. You have a place.
For the fact that a man is your yardstick of measurement means that you're only trying to be like a man. You can't be greater than...
If the man starts acting like a queen, you'll be angry.
If they give us queen title today,
when will you come and drag over?
Because I'm totally come and drag say I'm a queen. Let's take the queen. When we use and finish, we'll be cross leg like this. Then we'll come back again. What do you want exactly?
If it's a swap for one day, I think it will be beautiful. But just swap on a good day.
You understand now? Just lock up, be a queen, cross leg, and be doing girly things.
Because we can't say that. We know there's been inequality and everything, but we cannot say women have not had benefits. When we look, there are some things you just get done for you because you are a woman.
Some of the greatest presidents, some of the greatest men, it's the women behind them.
So we can't say
there are many things a woman can do, definitely.
And you're just a figurehead because that's the power you carry.
That's it. But now the feminine woman is being neglected. She's trying to be masculine, give a masculine side, and you come with instincts. A cat, a dog, a chicken comes with instincts. So as human beings, we come with instincts. We have our higher self and our lower self. So a part of you is more feminine if you're a woman. But yes, you have masculine parts, definitely. There are times when you want to protect your husband or man. There are times when you want him to treat you like daddy. So men to have feminine sides, but don't tilt to the side that is not truly with your human nature. You're going to be cheating yourself.
And hold that. Don't forget that thought. So, and what we're dealing with also on our own job as relationship coaches, we have a lot of guys that probably had issues with their own dads. So they also have something against men somehow. Maybe men's authority. A lot of them either they had an absentee father or an abusive father. So they hate that idea of a man being the head, of a man being in control of the home. So they're the ones pushing that men and women are equal in the home, there's no head. And that is absolutely not true. It's the same thing we're trying to say, that there is already a place for you if you understand your place. But when you want to leave your place, you scatter the whole system.
That's totally.
There's a system by which, that man being the head, he's not really in control. It's a positional thing.
That's it.
And I was telling someone that is the reason why marriages of old survived more than marriages now. They probably had relationship coaches those days. They were not called relationship coaches. They had counselors. They were not called counselors, but they were people that set the culture, based on the experiences they had. So, for instance, in those days, men were way older than the women they married. That helped the respect factor because a woman can't easily love somebody she does not respect. So they manually engineered it by saying this man has already gone far. So this woman is like this. So it's easier for her to respect because women generally grow faster emotionally and mentally than men of the same age. But today people are marrying of the same age. So women are going to struggle more to respect a guy that is about the same age. He's not as emotionally developed as you, probably not as financially because women have a way they succeed faster financially when they put their mind to it. So it's not like the olden days. So there's more struggle for couples now because you know, we're about age mates, you know, how much you're not there,
That's
you know.
boost.
Yes, you know, I can talk to you anyhow. But by the time a guy is 15, if you check most of our parents, the age gap, 10 to 15 years, max. 10 to 15 years.
And that
so
helps.
you already look up to that guy, whether you like it or not. So it's easier to respect him. But today, all those things, and all these people pushing feminism issue and equality, they are spoiling the show more because they're telling the woman that this guy is your enemy, you're fighting for your right. And that spoils it. Remember what you were going to say? True story. Say true story.
Yes, true story. This is Pastor K on Sunday. Like, he has gone. He says, where was I? and he remembers. I said, yeah. So, my parents, this is the strength of, I'm just about to talk about the strength of a woman, which is my mother. My dad, you know, loves his wife. In fact, he will beat us and tell you, all of you will go. This is the person that will stay. So if we messed up, even if she has a small migraine, who gave you that migraine? Who triggered it? He will beat you. Kind of thing. So he loved his wife, adored his wife, and then he had stroke. Wow. The mom had to leave, you know, she owned the school, she had to stop, you know, she had to pack up the school because she had to now, and we had 6 kids. Wow. I've never seen a woman switch to be a man like that woman. Wow. Like I'm saying, so much you see and I feel, so anything I even do for her, I will do it with all my heart just because, see, if you can resign, because I saw her pick up. Wow. I was just about to get into uni. Wow. In fact, my dad promised me a car. Then he fell sick. Then I now passed the exam. In case I passed the exam, he'll buy me a car. Then I passed the exam, but I was looking at him on the bed like this. So I was reading from the hospital. Wow. But I saw my mom move from that woman that they cared for, the pamper that he would cook fried eggs, tell us go and serve her tea, to the woman that is just had a certificate, went to get a job, is doing stuff, taking care of the man, and there was no family like that really stood for her or with her, apart from her family. His family, everybody's, I mean, I understand, we all have our lives to, you know, struggle with or battle with, but she got up. So you see that female, you see the male in that word, I saw it, I experienced it, and that's the power. Yeah. That if it was now. Marriage is not even lasting 1 year anymore. I know some people that didn't wish themselves happy anniversary in June, and that was 1 year. They had changed names on Instagram. Wow. They had moved it.
That one is a whole discussion by itself. Why marriages are not working.
And that's common.
Single guy, I'm afraid. I can see my parents. I was groomsman for a wedding that didn't last 2 months. I was a groomsman at the wedding. He paid me for the suit money. You should have collected it back. That suit money he paid me. 55,000. I still remember the price. He paid me. I rushed, went for measurement.
So every time you see that suit, you will remember.
I gave it out, so I can't do it. I was upset. I was legit angry because they spent money. They were happy at the wedding. And 2 months. At the wedding, that's what I'm saying. At the wedding. So everybody was
screensaver. That was the wedding. Screensaver. That means the wedding was the picture. That's where the picture ended.
I was looking at it. I didn't understand it. 2 months, they were done. And I'm like, you guys.
And they dated though.
You guys hush puppied me.
Literally.
Loud.
That one is a discussion. Why marriages fail? We'll probably have that. We'll probably have that as a discussion. But Skuki, you were going to tell us some of the qualities, you know, you'd like in a wife, or you would like in a wife.
I think it's really just this whole battle of the sexes. There's something I always tell women that men are more submissive when they are in control. Like men are not really about that power. Just the illusion of the power is enough to get a man high. Whereas now you they control things, you know, behind the scenes. But you can never, and I always tell women, you can never know with this guy that you're with until you try that pattern. You can't come and start questioning human nature and saying, why must he have an ego? I have an ego too. It's fine. Yes, everybody has a certain dose of ego. But as a man, I believe that naturally we come with a higher dose of ego. I look at my niece and my nephew. They're like 8 and 9 years old. Yes. The boy doesn't talk. He does just, even his mother, their mother says that the girl is the one that talks, the one that this is very particular about different. The boy just chills, just give him his game, his PlayStation, and it's okay, you know? So I think naturally, there's a role to play there with a man coming with a higher dose of ego. So don't start saying, why must he have an ego? Why are you challenging? Work with what you have, you know? And if he now still is a man who is over demanding with his ego, is over egocentric and everything, then you know that, okay, that's an unhealthy thing. But you have to try first. But like we said, what women are reading all over is giving them this anticipatory anxiety that as they're stepping into a relationship, they're already preparing for battle, you know? So a fight that was not even supposed to be in that union will be invited in because of the energy they are bringing in from everything they are reading. So men are more submissive when they are in control. It's not that he's lording over you or anything. It's just human nature. A guy tells you, okay, you go do your hair, you come on, and your fiancé doesn't even notice that you did your hair. You feel bad, right? If he goes to get a haircut and he comes and he probably doesn't even know, he doesn't even need you to even
He doesn't even need to.
But if you come back and he tells you, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. Ah, baby, no, I love this hair. You feel good, right? Yeah. He doesn't need to start questioning that. Why does she need me to tell her that? Yeah. Same way also a man, when you cater to his ego does not mean you want him to, bully you or anything. But
it's emotional intelligence.
Yeah, it's emotional intelligence. So it's just you working with each other's strengths and weaknesses. And from there, of course, there are times when our ego will lie to us and we get over the But he will miss it once in a while. But you balance it back. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, but what I want to say is that you've not told me qualities in a woman.
I wanted to ask him, like he's hiding it so that people
don't know.
Tell what the
qualities. That's what question. If you see, to pick a right wife, what are the qualities inside that person that you will look at? What are the kind of things?
I think a woman who can be emotionally accountable. Okay. A woman who understands that he is the man, I am the woman, respect, 100% respect, which I definitely know that if she gives it, I should not abuse it so that she'll be able to give it again, So I think that's the most missing thing right now, the respect for the man as the man. That's what is missing. And that's because a lot of guys, they need a woman who gives them that respect. I believe that they will behave. Of course, there are guys who abuse the power, but that's quality me I'm looking for. Respect for the man as the man.
No face,
that covers my face, not there. Shape. Okay, let's know. Shape, definitely, but back, front, back.
That's why all your songs are back related. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and what other qualities you think you look for?
I think the first quality for me is I need a woman that can pray, because I need prayers. In my life, in my career, everything. I know I pray, but I need my woman's prayer.
And trust me, I know the benefit of that. I have that, so I know the benefit of that.
I think, and once the woman is prayerful, I think you have a beautiful house. And she has to be intelligent, like he said. Absolutely, she has to be intelligent. We have to be able to have conversations that's balanced, and a peaceful woman, a beautiful woman. I'm not particular about features, just because I think once you are beautiful in your mind, don't worry, I can paint every other thing I want around you. I can fix it. But that's people I've dated. So all my relationships in the past has never been but if you ask me what's your spec, sometimes it's just the mind. It's just how I connect, the energy I connect with. But above all, you need to be a prayerful person. I just need to see that. I know I need prayers.
Part,
I see it. This industry, I know I need prayers. I just know that and then respect, of course. Respect is important. Once you respect me, I will love you, definitely.
And that's interesting. The needs that guys have are not so complicated.
Straightforward.
I actually have a book titled 7 Qualities Wise Men Want, and a lot of the things are there. Respect, the spiritual aspect, things like that. Because interestingly, even though men like physical attributes, but for most men, when they generally meet someone that has all these other things, the person will be fine to them.
That's it.
That's how we're wired. So most women don't know that. So you see, there's so much emphasis on female products in terms of hair, makeup, and all these things. But people are still not getting married. I tell them, look, that's not where the issue is. Men don't even know the difference between Brazilian hair or African. We don't know. We don't know what is what. We don't even know when it's your real hair or when it's not your hair.
You don't have a clue.
Yeah, all those things.
7K or
yes, and they spend so much energy and money on those things, but they will not get, spend money on other things that will help them in terms of intelligence. There's one post I wanted to do on Instagram where I would say, I wish more women would post something intelligent about themselves than just something physical about themselves. Because most times, if you look at most women's posts, it's shape, body, hair, makeup, all these things. But I wish you can post yourself reading a book. Absolutely. That would be very sexy.
Or share something about a book.
Yes, share something you've learned in a book.
Make me go read that book.
Yes, share something. That would be very sexy, but most men don't know that. I'm still going to do that post. Yeah. Most men don't know that. They think every time they do it,
they feel very intelligent when they do.
What are you doing?
You look silly.
They feel?
I don't get I don't get it. I look at it and I'm worried. I'm just worried. This thing you're doing, it makes sense. Yeah.
Like I look through it and everything is just glam and glam.
I wish they can post. Yes, post yourself reading the book. Post yourself sharing something you read in a book, something you just learned, something different other than just your physique. Maybe you are learning something new, you are out with somebody doing something smart or something nice. You know, so it mustn't be always about looks. There's so much, and people selling these products are big.
Evangelism.
Yes, so much.
Evangelism.
So much. Yes, it can be something spiritual. You know, those are the things.
From the first post you do like this, I know you are beautiful. I mean, man, I've zoomed, gauge you, say, this girl is fine. If you do it 100 times, it doesn't change that first. Can I say something else?
Yes. Let me something other aspect of you.
And it's not from one guy that's telling you that men ask. No,
men ask.
something.
Yes.
What's there about you that will make me follow? Why do I need to have a reason to follow you, sir? By the way.
Yes.
Sometimes I go through my phone and unfollow people, just not because I don't like them, because what are you doing in my timeline?
Do you get all the? I know you guys will relate. Please follow back.
Oh yeah, I get it, but then, and I check.
They not check.
I check.
Not check.
I'm like, why should I follow? I don't know what you're selling.
No, from the time you're asking me to follow back, that in itself is a problem.
It's a problem. Yeah.
You don't have to ask me to follow you. Just put out something good, people will follow you. That's a whole webinar by itself because you know you don't have to be asking people to follow you. People don't know that. It's not.
The girl said, "Please follow me." I checked her page. I promise you, God is my witness. She was twerking to a gospel song. I was like, "Wow,
Nice.
Follow you.
They're scary already."
If you're selling weave on, yeah, and you're selling weave on, and you're telling me about a book you read that inspired you.
Yes.
You see that. I will not only hear about that weave on, but that book, I want to read that book because I see the interest in that book. When I have sold two things, I see you're smart, I see you're someone that likes to read, and I see that you're selling weave on.
Yes.
It's just, but if you're doing weave on.
Interestingly, I'm planning a training for influencing social media, how to maximize social media. Because this thing you're saying, people don't know that you sell more on social media when people love you and trust you. Not about pushing the products all the time.
No.
So when you sell your person, just like you mentioned, because of what that person has done, you are interested even in their product. But most people just think every morning they come and say, buy this product. We've heard that already from the first post, like you said. Exactly. So you must sell your person. Once I trust you, you can sell me anything because it's you. I'm already connected to
Call me. You trust me. Buy my cloth.
Yes, we're your model. Yes. Okay, but you guys are in the spotlight, you know. Maybe I'll do one with normal working class guys. All of you are in entertainment and you're in the spotlight. So, but has that affected your dating life or relationship life?
Yeah.
And how has it affected? So,
Mike.
yeah, it's actually go.
Whatever. First, there's a lot of trust issues for me with relationships. In the sense that, he's a good-looking guy. No, I don't control the babes that comment on my post. I don't control who likes it. I don't control who wakes up at 2 a.m. to send me a DM.
Yes.
The only thing I control is me looking at it or me responding to it.
Yeah.
But then I've had a situation where I'm with people that are insecure about that, which just makes me feel like, look, I see, okay, so I have more female fan base. Have you thought about selling something to these people that I will package and sell? Why are you disturbing me about who I'm liking, who is liking my post?
Yeah.
So I've had a struggle with a lot of insecurities and trust issues. And genuinely, I have a name to protect as a brand.
Yes.
So you can't just see me do certain things or, want to talk to a fan or, I won't mess up, especially when I'm even with somebody. I won't, I just won't throw that out there. I won't embarrass you like that. But it's not my struggle anymore. It's not my partner's struggle. Because that's what she will have to do. And it's not just one person. I've been with, I've dated people, even friends that just go, Baba.
Hi, Solomon.
But I mean, so I struggle with that. And the female attention will always come. It's like a tag on the shirt. If you're doing good and doing well, they will come. So I just have to learn to manage it and protect my own.
Yes.
But I don't seem to get along properly with women because of that trust or trust that I've not even betrayed.
Yes.
Like you say, they enter with war.
Yeah.
A man of war, we're ready to go. So there's an attack before I even mess up. Floyd doesn't just enter the ring. He has to have a partner to fight. Spar. So I deal with that situation.
Skuki, how has it been on your
Well, I think a lady who's going to date a guy like in the
like you.
No, like she has to definitely be strong, and I think as a man in the spotlight, you have to go the extra mile because you're not like a guy who just wakes up at 8 a.m. goes to his workplace and she knows you are there till 5 and then you're coming back home, and then the few days when you just branch out to a friend's place, she knows. This one is different. Like he said earlier on that sometimes he can't even pick his phone for maybe 8-10 hours. I've been on movie sets with them before. They can't even approach the phone. You know, they're trying to get one thing right for hours. So definitely, it now comes to the woman having to put trust. She has to loan him trust, even if he hasn't earned the trust. She has to loan him that trust.
That's a good way to say it.
She has to loan him that trust. And then, which a lot of women cannot do these days, because in that time that she's not hearing from him, she has read 5 stories of how one guy, so her brain is overheating, you know. Then also, but for the guys in the spotlight too, you have to go the extra mile, knowing that this is probably not something she's used to. You know, maybe it's not something, but that's just basically what it is. I don't do the film for 4 years. I tell you, my fiancée has been, she has gone through that phase too, but she's naturally calm. She's naturally so. But me myself, I can't gas too. You know, I told you now, I say, it be like food, communication, food, morning, afternoon, night, you know, that kind of thing. So that's just it. We cannot deny the fact that being in the spotlight, we have an enormous amount of female. I go to his page, I see how they comment for his page. They comment for his page, like, you know, love struck, this one, that one. Nobody will know. The other person will feel insecure, you know. And I know women are socially competitive. Women are very socially competitive. Before somebody comments on his page and puts like,
please, can you use your page?
Come on. they'll go, you know, the lady will go, she'll look at the person commenting, she'll see that, the hair, and you know women, now them know, say, oh, this wig, I want that case, she buy this wig, oh, now this Christian Dior shoe, you know. So all these things comes in the picture. His page.
Yes.
Pita. Okay, I stumbled into this thing, 2013. Yeah, like I stopped doing music. 2012, 2013, I had an accident and it got me in the spotlight. I wrote an album that seemed to make a lot of sense and people liked it. I wasn't ready. Being very honest, I wasn't ready, and I broke a lot of trust. Fame came at a price. I didn't know anything. I wasn't prepared, and I wasn't ready to learn at that time. I was enjoying the spotlight, everything about it. It taught me something. I have a personal responsibility to make sure that the person I'm with is safe, no matter what it takes. I can confidently say that now, that no matter what it takes, you will make a mistake, you will get up, you will fix it. You will fix it. Sometimes I will give women the benefit of doubt. Not all of them are mad. They've seen something. Sometimes they've not told you.
People
they've
are damaged.
seen, they've seen something that you have done. They probably won't say it and they'll react. If you do something else, they'll react. If you don't stop the system, you need to learn how to continue living a life that is responsible, disciplined, and you have leadership that you can listen to. If you have mentors that you're not afraid of, mentors that you don't even respect like that, it might be one kind. I will not say that, like personal experience, a lot of the ladies, some of the ladies I've been with, they are not crazy people. They had legitimate reasons to not trust me. They did, because I allowed things that I was not supposed to allow. And so I would say to people in our industry, music, gospel, secular, anyone, no matter, if you're a responsible man, you have a responsibility to be a responsible husband, a responsible father. It's your responsibility. You can't push it on anybody. I can't be saying that the girl should keep praying for you if you're not ready to be prayed for. If you're not ready to change, she goes to the mountaintop, you will still do what you want to do. Except Prophet Elijah, in his own personal glory, comes and slaps you. Because it will not be a talk conversation, because we know what we are doing. If we're honest, we know what we're doing. Free will. We get into this place. But there's also the part of someone who wants to nurture and who wants to believe in you. Don't break that trust.
That's it.
Person shows you that I'm here for you. I need you. You need to be ready to be vulnerable. That's one thing that doesn't come naturally to men.
Men, yes.
We need to learn how to be vulnerable.
Communication.
We need to communicate. When you are worried. And ladies, please, when the guy communicates, don't use it to insult him tomorrow. A guy will come, personal experience,
that's hard,
tell you that this is what I struggled with yesterday, and She says, I understand, babe, it's okay. And you upset her the next day. She goes, you idiot. After last time you followed that girl the other day and you did this and you did that. Please learn. It is difficult not to get to that point for women. Where's my camera? Women, try. Help us. We're not devils. We don't wake up and just realize that. Just say, we just have that foolish weakness that when I get to heaven, I'll ask God. First question, bros, why did you put the attraction in our eyes? You can put it somewhere else. Like maybe our hair will rise up when we see it. We can move on. Do you understand? But the fact that you see a girl and your body just begins to react something, it takes extra discipline, courage, and mentorship. See, I've spoken to a mentor that told me, PK, he said to me that it's natural to feel that way, that sometimes you should just give in, sow your white oats just once. I promise you, he's a pastor. I promise. Wow. So it's not only women are getting those scary advice. Yeah. Sometimes guys want to be vulnerable, want to be honest about how we feel, but you turn it on us and use it against us. I've spoken to somebody else who I went to his service on a Wednesday that I was just at home. I just went to he was preaching about me. He used me to do example. He said it, like he didn't call my name, but he was using me. I was there. When the wife saw me, she almost had a heart attack. It has happened. Sometimes you give your trust and you want to actually be a better person. But who can we trust?
I struggled with that in the relationship for a long time because I realized that when I say something, so it made me very hard. It made it hard for me to be vulnerable, to even communicate. Because by the time I say, I'm fine. Because truthfully, I can't even say anything because I don't trust that you won't take this to your friends. Yeah. And then something happens between us and your friends call me and say, Kunle, have fun now. Are you and this person? I'm waiting to happen now. And then they're downloading stuff. Guess what? I never say, she did this, she did that. I never, because I don't know where to start with you.
Yeah. And the worst part, some of those friends, when the relationship break, they'll not come to you.
Yes, not there.
And the worst part is, do you know those friends? Do you know how much I know of those friends from our gist that you're giving me that I don't use for anything? So you that you're defending this person, I know so much about you. So the person you're defending, but then that just made me seize trust, communication. So why are we partners? Why am I in a relationship if I cannot open up, if I can't be vulnerable? I think it was going to 1 year, 2 years. This is though I don't do. I'm afraid every time I can't share my fears, my insecurities, my weakness with you, because I know that, for example, if we break up now, bros, Diary of a Nigerian Girl. By the time you describe me, everybody will be like, Kunle, come here, Kunle here now. That's Kunle. I think that's Kunle.
No. Like Kunle Remi, you're not right. A thread. When you read,
Jesus Christ.
When you read your testimony, will be wow.
So for women, they need to develop. Not everybody is your friend. Social media is not your friend. It's how you use it.
Some people read that social media as if it's Bible with all their heart.
And you go and pour out all their heart. But you go and pour out your emotions. What happened to going on your knees and praying? Say, this is how I feel. How about speaking to God just sitting down?
I want to warn Gabriel Union and doing to calm down. They should just leave us alone.
A couple goes up.
They should leave us alone. And this girl she's top notch in her industry. Like if I say her name, everybody top notch, correct. You would think that she's doing well in her industry. Smart. She will send me picture of Gabriel Union and her husband in the morning. See, this is what we are going to be like. This is what we are going to follow. That's the process we need to.
Oh.
Wow.
So it's just hard. When you see pictures like that and you start sending pictures and you keep that thing in your head like, oh, this is how our lives should be and all that. Read down the line and see where the life is going. You are not...
Who is recording that picture? Exactly. So somebody said, the cameras here now. I've comported myself like 4 or 5 times. I've not lose guard, right? So it's the same way with Gabriel Union and that picture. Somebody is there that makes them do, are you ready? All right, let's go.
Capture that moment.
The best moments are never even on social media. Your best moments, you don't find a phone.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't even think of your phone.
Yes.
So all those couple goes, I'm like, this is stage. This is...
Totally staged. Yeah.
It's like a reality show that we're just all watching a big screen.
That's it.
It's never...
So people that feed off these things, they're following and...
If you want me to see your couple goes, put camera in your house, connect it to online.
then you see the real thing.
Yeah, I'll see the couple
Because
thing.
people are following all these illusions and they're trying to build
That
their
one's
own
at
reality.
the CCA, they're still package.
when
There's an editing that goes in between.
I will now know that it cannot even be couple goals.
It can be.
In the name of Jesus.
And I think what happens to a man when you are with a partner who is quite judgmental of your vulnerable moments is that a guy will close up.
Straight up,
You will close up. And we as guys, we can survive in a logically structured environment where we just say, ha. But as a woman, you want to vent, you come back from work, extra bottle up. But yeah, you just get to, I was work.
Yes, you can do that.
You know, that kind of thing. And women don't like it. But then, she probably fed that situation to become like that. As a matter of fact, she will come with you and be like, look at what this girl did on social media. Maybe one news is trending. You even want to pass your own opinion about it. You're like, oh, yeah. She'll be like, so what do you think?
Because your opinion,
Because when you say, no, now, you know, in life, sometimes people may be saying, oh, so that's what you're like, Jesus Christ. You know, so you now freeze like this. You know,
this sounds
freeze
like a joke. It's not a joke.
Like,
This
that's
is
true.
true.
Very true.
This is true.
So the guy will now freeze and then she's not happy again, you know.
But I hope when are learning some of these things that we're mentioning here as major needs for men, that need for peace,
Totally.
for emotional accountability, like you said, it's a thing. But you guys are all popular guys, so I'm sure women throw themselves at you guys. So how on earth? Skuki has adjusted his cap. You're in a relationship, so your own is even the worst because
Because you're the perfect guy.
Yes, the guy that knows all these things. You know, that knows all these things.
Somebody used to send me his posts often. He send it to me like, listen to him, listen to him.
Skuki.
I said, don't disturb me.
So
What's
what
wrong?
does it say?
You know what? Skuki is one of our problems. He's one of our problems.
He's one of them. Just like
He's
saying
one
some
of our
truth, like
problems.
deep down, you know, like saying the truth. But we are still a problem.
One of our problems. But
So how on earth do you guys cope with all that female? I know women can be territorial, they can come at you plain. How on earth do you guys cope?
Like he said earlier, you know, as a man, you have to just understand.